Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning to y'all. Y'all know what it is. It's me, your boy Trey, and this is E2G Sports Network presents First Formation Morning Sports Talk. So come on and fall in with your boy. We got a little bit to talk about, little time on our hands. So let's get ready to go. As y'all already know, today marks the beginning of the 2022-2023 NBA basketball season. So, of course, that's all in high demand. We're going to talk a bit, little about that. You already know I got on that purple and gold representing one of the greatest organizations in the world, Los Angeles Lake Show in the building. Let's go. Um, so, like I said, a little bit to talk about MLB action. Really, with none popping there. Game postponed yesterday, so we have yet to know who would be going on to face the Phillies. No, not the Phillies. Going on to face the Astros. Correction, the Houston Astros in the ALCS series. Um, but we should find that out today, sometime today, and know that. Of course, we know the Padres and the Phillies will be facing off in their National League Division Championship Series. So, plenty more left in baseball. Um, a lot going on. Get ready to go on. Good morning. What's going on, Sister Intrepid? Good morning. Glad to see you in formation this morning. We're pulling in. Um, But yeah, so you know what I'm saying, whole lot going on. Like I said, this is that time frame in which everything is popping off. If you didn't catch it yesterday, we'll talk about it a little today. Um, the beginning of the college basketball is about to pop off. We'll talk briefly about their top. They put out their top 25 rank for this year. Of course, you know who's on the top of that. But like I said, not to get too far ahead into it yet. We're going to talk about it shortly enough. Get a few more people to get in the formation. Hold on, I'm sorry. Just wanted to check something. All right. So like I said, a little went on. Bring my notes back up. A little went on yesterday. Midst of the NL in the ALC in the AL AL series with the New York Yankees and the Cleveland Guardians. Of course, I gotta stay at the top of this hour with that to be taking place later on today to determine that. Of course, you have the San Diego and Philly series that will be kicking off for the MLB. Of course, we know the winner of these two series. One goes on to play against the Houston Astros, and the winner of the NLDS CS series will wait wait for the winner of the game in that series and the Houston Astros to determine who will be playing in the World Series this year. Um, it's anyone's game at this point. Of course, some of the top favorites, I guess you could say some of the favorites are still there with the New York Yankees as well as the Houston Astros winning their divisions. That makes them, you would presume that they makes them still favorites, but they're in the same division. So in the same league. So of course, one of them have to go. And then at that point, you're left with what you're left with. Uh, I'm not sure who. Now that my Lakers, correction, not Lakers, everything LA in my mind right now. Now that my Dodgers are gone, and
I don't know why
look
you
at
had
this, look
anything
at
but
this,
Lakers on your
look at
mind. I don't know why. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all
what's
doing?
good, Jackie. Good
WGO,
morning, good morning.
WGO. What's good? What's up, Kenny? What's good, Jackie? What's going on, man? How y'all living, man? I just need y'all to see see that the number ain't changed, but still the
No,
same.
not yet. We discussed that
It's
yesterday as
yeah.
you and Tanya was getting off. Like in a couple. Give it some time. Give it some
It's
time.
not
We
gonna
did.
change.
You know
I mean, it's
what?
not
You
gonna
know
change
what?
tomorrow.
You know
It's not
what?
gonna
I
change
give.
this week. It's not gonna
No,
change
it's
this
not. It's not gonna change for the next.
week.
It's not gonna change. Yes,
Oh,
correct. It's going
hold on, hold
for
on, hold
two
on.
weeks. For
What
2
was you
weeks.
about to say? You was about to say it's not gonna change this week, but like it's gonna change next week or so. What was you saying? What was you about to say?
No. So what I was about to say is, I was about to say we did say we were going to give a 6 week period. At the end of this 6 week period,
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
what we have is, you know what? I didn't even check out when we get to the NFL stuff. I haven't even looked at. I know the two rankings are out. I haven't looked to see who's at the top. But what I will say is, I think it's. I'm
I
not
can look for
sure.
you.
No, you ain't gotta look at. I just,
I
you know,
can
all
look
be
for you
surprised
if you
because
need me to.
no, that's cool because what I'm saying is I didn't look for a reason because I want to be as surprised as everyone else because I think in one of those two rankings I'm willing to bet that Buffalo still is topping y'all. I don't know. I
How?
haven't looked. I,
How?
you
It
know what?
shouldn't
I
be.
don't
It
know.
shouldn't
You're
be.
right.
It shouldn't be.
I
But
don't
I'm glad you
dispute
said
that.
that because I do
I don't
remember you
dispute
put
that.
out the rankings last week, and I was like, "How is
Yeah.
Buffalo above us?"
Yeah, and I
Yeah,
think they
but okay.
still with. I think they still look. I think when you look at the difference between the two games, they knocked off Kansas City. Y'all knocked off
But we knocked off
Dallas.
supposedly the best defense, though.
No, San
Dallas
Francisco was
defense
the best defense, but you knocked off a better defense than
than Kansas City.
Kansas City. Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
No, it better
And look
not
at
be
Anthony
Anthony.
Price. He said
It
he's
better
still
not.
number one. So of course we're going to
It
get
better
to it
not.
at some point.
We gonna check it out. But I know I see
Yeah, we're gonna check
Trey's in
it
his Laker gear.
because I
So
last night.
therefore,
Oh yes,
he's
you know what
I
it
see he's
is,
in his
baby. Let's
Laker
go.
gear. So I
Let's
see. Don't
go.
worry.
You know
Now
what
let me
it
go. I'm gonna have
is.
to go get my net stuff, man. Let me because we do know that the NBA season starts tonight, y'all. It starts
Yes,
tonight. So
yes,
I do need to
go.
start
Yes,
throwing
man.
on my Brooklyn gear. You know what I'm saying? My Brooklyn gear. So we can Brooklyn stand up. You know what I'm saying? So we can get
Yeah,
it. You know,
y'all
he
y'all
like
got a
throw his
game
Laker
tomorrow.
stuff
So
on.
yeah,
Yeah.
you say you got to super represent. You say we got a game tonight. For the most part,
Hold on, Trey.
what's up?
I
What's
see
up?
the locks growing up there on the top, boy. Look at he got
Almost
his
said
T'Challa
something.
going on. He got his little T'Challa going on up there. I see you.
Dude,
I
man.
see.
I almost said something. It almost rolled right off my
What up,
tongue.
Eric? What up, Eric?
What's good,
Got his
Eric?
little T'Challa going on, waiting on for Wakanda forever. Look at him. I see you.
Oh my goodness.
Man, okay.
Oh
That's
my
what's up.
goodness. So what I was about to say is, of course, what comes in the NBA session season is getting ushered in. We're gonna get to that for in a second. Also, what you got going on that's about to pop off is the in. See, here we go. Here we see this. The start of
He's
some
getting ready
stuff.
for breakfast. That's what I said, Anthony. He ready, bro. He already got his tickets and everything, man. Got the look.
Actually, while you playing, I haven't got them yet. I've
I
been
got
on there a
mine.
few
I ain't
times.
gonna lie. I got mine.
I set up. I just don't know where I'm going to be at yet. So I
Oh,
don't know
okay.
if I'm going to be in New Orleans. Or I'm going to be if I'm going to be in go where I usually go to see him. So
Oh,
I'm not
he
checking
said
yet.
Wakanda forever. Yeah, he got his T'Challa going on, man. He got his T'Challa going on.
It's
T'Challa.
a process. I tell
Show
you,
them who you are.
it's a it's a process because I done had so many times. Like, you know
You wanted
what?
to cut that junk off, ain't
I
you? I
could just go
know.
ahead and get faded up. That's all. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Completely faded up.
I know.
Uh, But of course, like I was saying, with that ushering in of the NBA season, the ushering in another
Let's
season. That's
go.
the NCAA basketball season. Of course, is coming up. Yesterday, they dropped the preseason top 25 for basketball. It shouldn't
What?
be. Yes, what's
Oh,
good?
I think
What's good? What's good?
I did. I think you know what? I think I did see that they dropped the top 25.
Yeah, so they dropped the top 25. Of course, it's no surprise who's at the top, but of course, top 25. Texas Tech is back, is in top 25 is number 25. Dayton,
Good
Ohio,
morning,
stand
Kim.
up
Good morning, Kim.
20
Kim.
number 24. Illinois is number 23. Michigan at 22. Oregon at 21. Alabama at number 20. San Diego State comes in at number 19. Virginia at number 18. Uh, Arizona comes in number 17, 16 Villanova, 15 Auburn, TCU number 14, uh, number 13 Indiana, number 12 Texas, Number 11, Tennessee. Tennessee set up in Tennessee is just at school this year. It seems like. Um,
Sounds like
at number 10, you got Arkansas, Creighton at number 9, UCLA number 8, Duke number 7. Duke opening up the season at number 7. Uh, Baylor and Kansas are tied for number 5. Kentucky at number 4 with 2 first place votes. Uh, Interestingly enough, at number 3, Houston. Hey, Coach Wayne, I see your post yesterday. I saw your post yesterday. I was like, yo, I thought he was sitting sideways for a reason. Like he want to keep him off the whip, but and I seen your comments. Oh my goodness. Appreciate you coming information this morning, Coach Wayne. I know y'all out there doing y'all thing, getting the women's all Army team coached up and getting ready. I'm gonna have to get y'all on. We're gonna have to get y'all on to have a conversation that season's getting ready to kick off. The all services, Army, Air Force, Navy, Marines, gold for gold as coach as I see the coaches have been posting oh my goodness. But yeah, I seen your comment. But like I said, finishing out the top 3 in the NCAA standings. Like I said, number 3, Houston with a 1 first place votes. Number 2, Gonzaga with 12 first place votes, and with 47 first place votes. 47 first place votes. North Carolina, number 1 on the season.
I know
Coach
where I heard
Ryan,
it from. I know where I heard it from. Well,
what's that?
I heard it too. Because didn't I hear you say right before I let walk off that there's 2 teams that's ranked number 5?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, my boy
Uh,
said it last night. He was like, we was on the game. He's like, man, he's like, how is 2 teams ranked number 5 coming into the season?
yeah,
Baylor and
Baylor
somebody.
and Kansas.
Kansas. Okay, yeah. I knew it was something. That's why I heard the top 25 yesterday. I knew I had her. I was like, I heard it. And it was
Yeah,
because my boy was like, yeah, it's 2 teams already tied for 5th. How you come
yeah.
into the season
Because
tied for
when they
5th?
do the points, they just tie. So that's how it end up happening. But I mean, again, it's preseason.
Right.
But Houston at number 3, H-Town is that
The
potent right now?
University of Houston?
Them Cougars, yeah, they come
What?
in at number 3 with 1 first place vote.
Stop it.
They must have a potent squad. I try to
You
remember
ain't
them from
lying.
last year. Like I said, Duke is surprisingly at number 7, but of course we know Duke tends to climb. But again,
Yeah,
Coach Krzyzewski is no longer in
the
Duke,
coach. Yep. So that make
so
that. Do you think that would have something to do with it?
oh, without a
On
doubt,
why they not in the top 5?
oh, without a doubt that what I'm saying, without a doubt, I don't doubt that.
Mm,
North Carolina, like you said, number 1, Gonzaga number 2, Houston number 3, Kentucky number 4, and Kansas and Baylor tied for number 5.
that's
Uh,
crazy. Is that the
so
first time that's ever happened? When 2 teams come in and tied coming into the season before the even seasons kick off?
well,
That's
so
crazy.
I think it's happened before, but as that high up the ranks,
Yeah.
basically we're talking about the top 5 teams uh, are presumably 6 are in question. So um, definitely something to continue to take a watch at. Or we know the season starts to kick off next month, the 7th of November is when we start getting some of the first classics. So that's going to be a whole thing that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, saying, of course, we're here for it, but what we're definitely here for, Ron, what's good with you, brother? What's going on, man?
What up, Ron?
Yo, yo,
Lou?
yo.
Did Ron pick the Chargers last night, or did he go with the
I
Broncos?
didn't get to make a pick, but I'm
Yeah, get to
Oh,
make a pick.
positive I might not have needed it, fellas.
Why you say that? It would have
did he
you
do
was going.
did he do that well this week?
Nah, ain't none of us do that well.
Oh, I didn't think so because I know I didn't because
He
I
was
know
better. He
I'm
was
so,
better. He was better than us, but ain't none of us do that well.
yeah I know I
Oh, I
didn't do it.
didn't I didn't catch this the recap yesterday. How did we do?
I didn't
Uh,
either. We didn't talk about it. We didn't even
Ron,
we didn't talk about it
Ron was let me see, hold up, 8-5. That's
Oh,
not counting. That's not counting
last night's
the
game.
last night's game. Uh, Bishop and myself ended up. I ended up 7-6. Bishop ended up 5-8.
That sounds about right for me. Yep, that sounds about right.
What happened, Bishop?
Bro, man,
It was a rough setting last week.
the damn San Francisco game was one.
Hold on. What we not gonna do is
Yeah,
what we not gonna
yeah.
do is just
Who
jump out there and be like,
Ron, did you pick Atlanta?
no one picked. None of us picked Atlanta.
Exactly. My point exactly. That part.
All I'm saying is what we're not going to do is jump up and act like that's not
Pittsburgh won.
the first thing you're
I
not
didn't
going to
pick
lead off with is
Pittsburgh.
the San
No,
Francisco
I'm gonna pick.
game.
I'm gonna pick the. Yeah, I'm gonna lead off with that. Pittsburgh won. I didn't think New England would win. That's another one. Tampa Bay lost to Pittsburgh. That was one. Baltimore lost. Damn, Lamar lost the game for them within 4 minutes of the game left.
You know what?
Man,
That's the rhetoric in which he have. They lost the games like basically a
I feel
combined
you,
10
Key. I
minutes.
feel you, Key. Good morning. Go ahead, Shrey. I'm sorry. Go ahead. What you
Good,
saying?
no, you good. I would say that's the rhetoric that's going forth. Like Baltimore all year has lost the game. They've only been losing games like within the last 10 minutes or a total of 10 minutes of all their games. So that's something I guess they got to figure out. Like how is it that we hold on and can't hold the line?
Mm-hmm.
So definitely that. But Ron,
Yes, sir.
winter is here.
This fucker. Oh my god, bro. I can't
Winter is
stand
here.
these people.
Winter is here.
Yeah, it's cold here too.
The White
Well,
Walkers?
the White
I
Walkers.
lost.
The White Walkers in
I lost
the.
again in Ron's league again, bro.
Oh
By
yeah, I did
freaking
too. I lost
3
to Ron
points.
at that, but
3 points, bro, because Melvin Gordon couldn't get. He had 3 damn carries. Don't worry about it. Anybody want Melvin Gordon? I'm getting rid of his butt right now. Trash.
the White Walkers come in the form of the Lakers, Ron. The White Walkers are the
Oh,
Lakers this
Lord.
year. The winter is here.
Great
Uh,
comparison.
it's going down as we know. NBA season starts tonight. Is going to be a whole vibe going on as Randy said he just dropped Russell Wilson. It's going to be a whole vibe, you know what I'm saying, coming in. We know 2 games tonight for the most part. We're going to get to them. So I'm going to reserve all that. But interesting enough, Ron, there aren't any clear favorites at this point. I guess when you look at it, everyone is kind of like locked in step when they consider to talk about the Clippers. The Clippers, Golden State, Milwaukee, Philly, all and continue to get top votes or considered odds favorites for the championship. What do you say about that, Ron? I know our resident oddsman. What do you think about that going forward for this season? You got is it the Clippers? Are the Clippers that potent where they're going to be that team? Is it going to be a repeat from Golden State? Can they get it all together and kind of like figure out like, okay, you know, saying that Jordan Poole incident and we needed that to galvanize us and bring us together, or is it Milwaukee, Boston, Philly? Like, what are we looking at? What do you think, Ron? Or of course Bishop as well as he sips on his coffee this morning.
What's his question? What's your question in regards to what?
There's
Those
no
teams?
there's no clear favorite in from the odds standpoint, but who would you think is the favorite for as the NBA season starts up before it gets kicked off and revved up and going?
Are you asking me who I think the favorite is? Come
You
on,
know
man.
what? After that came out my mouth and I stood up
Are
and
you
before
asking
I
me
even
who the
looked up
favorite
at
time,
you,
bro?
so let me
Come on,
repreface that
man.
question. An unbiased opinion
It's not
on who,
biased. It's not
brother.
biased at
You
all.
cannot seriously think
Why not? We got all 3
just like
players.
I don't
We got
seriously
all of them
think.
playing. We got all of them
We got
playing.
all
Why
of
not?
them playing. We got all of them
Okay.
playing. Well,
And
no,
so
technically, maybe not.
okay, so with that being said, Trey,
So what I'm going to say is,
who are
I
you
will
not
not
gonna say?
come
You're
out.
not gonna say the
I'm
Lakers is
not.
not?
No, I'm
Oh,
not.
okay. So who's your favorite? So who you got coming in? Let me hear who yours is.
Well, you know who my favorite is, but
Well,
I
I know
can
that.
sit
No,
here.
no, I'm talking
Yeah,
about with your question. Who you think is?
Golden State, man.
Mm, I can agree to that.
Golden State.
I agree to that.
I know who
That's
I
fair.
want, just like I know who I want to spoil their ring ceremony tonight. But you know what I'm saying? But I mean, I have to still to be real with myself, like what's going on. Even you know what I'm saying, as we get to it at some point in this segment, we'll go over who ESPN has at the top, who their top 5 is. And of course, you know what? I'm trying to keep the open mind. I'm biased. You know what I'm saying? We are a great organization, 17-time NBA champion, with the most recent one in 2019.
Asterisk.
So
The asterisk
there is
is
no
the
asterisk.
bubble
We're not going to
season.
do that. What we're
The
not going to do is act
bubble
like
season.
as the bubble season, as you called it, was one of the most grueling seasons and the
Oh
hardest seasons
my
in which
God. Here we go.
the
Here we go.
players came forth and said, "Hey, this was a hard season." And you know what,
Here
Bishop? What
we
I
go.
realized, and you know what I realized, just like a person that serves in the service, only a few people can say they have that experience. Only a couple of teams, only a total of 16 teams were able to say they experienced playing in that bubble and how much of a grueling experience that was. Only those 16 teams can share that.
Mm,
So you say bubble season,
bubble season. Trash. Bubble
I
season.
say
Trash.
champions. But in any case,
Bubble
those
champions. Bubble wrap champions.
bubble
The most
champions.
difficult, under duress,
Thank you,
complicated
Ron. Thank
championship
you.
to be
Man, if you
won.
don't stop it, Ron, if
Thank
you
you.
don't stop it, if you don't stop it, it look like you saying that right now with that picture. That's exactly.
That
If
season
you don't say it,
was grueling.
no, that
No
was not a grueling
haircuts by
season.
your, you know what I'm
Oh
saying?
my
The same barber who took,
god, dude,
like,
dude, was they deployed or something? I
no.
mean, Trey, were they deployed? Was they deployed or something? Because they couldn't
Hey,
get no
while
haircut.
you playing, I just sit up, bro. Like, I just sit up and had some of my best haircuts overseas.
Me
I was like,
too. Me too.
yeah, that's during the deployment. I
Me
was like,
too.
bro, can I take you back? Like, you come back.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I was like, I'm due to come back here in a couple of years. Like, you will
Hey,
still be here.
can I put you in
Let
you
me
need a
let me
visa? You need a visa? I can get you
let
on
me get
the
let me get your
come on,
card.
bro.
Hey, what is still which what post you gonna be at?
Yeah.
You gonna be a
Got you.
Buren? Like, where you gonna be? Like, I'm trying to put together
A team. I'm trying to put together a team.
I'm trying to put together
A barber team.
no, I'm trying to put together a convoy to come wherever you at.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Hey,
What up, CJ? What up? What up? What up, man? What
what's
up?
good,
What's
CJ?
good?
What's good,
What's
fam?
good?
Uh, so Ron, who's your favorite going in?
With the season kicking
Philly.
off tonight.
I think I got a lot of thoughts, but
Okay, let's hear 'em.
just to get my favorite out the way, I think we all is seeing how these sports leagues is coming to fruition this year. It's just
Okay.
like every time I look up, it's fly Philly fly.
Oh,
The
here we go.
Phillies, the Eagles. How am I not supposed to think this is Philly's year?
Mm. I feel you.
James Harden in the best shape of his life in 5 years. Year
Mm.
3 of Maxey. Joel Embiid finally got somebody to bang down in the paint with him.
He looked real excited at the game on Sunday night, bro. Joel Embiid looked like he was rejuvenated, man. Like he was excited, man. I feel where you coming with that, Ron, because he looked rejuvenated as hell.
It's gonna be a special, special year for Philly.
Mm. Okay.
So
Okay.
Philly. So Ron got Philly. I got Golden State. Uh,
Put me down for Golden State / Brooklyn stand up. You know what I'm saying? Brooklyn stand up. But I do feel like Golden
what?
State is the reigning champions, man, the defending champions. You got to put them in the book, bro.
Uh,
You got to put them
What?
in the book.
How many wins is Brooklyn getting this year? What you got for Bishop? We can call it right now. How
50
many wins?
plus.
50 plus.
50
wow.
plus.
Ron, what you saying for Philly?
CJ said Golden State all day too.
The East is tough.
It is.
Yeah, I don't know how you said Brooklyn gonna get 50 that easily.
It just rolled off his tongue like, yeah, that's easy. That's
Like, you
light
have
work.
been watching
Light
Ben
work.
Simmons.
Light work,
Light
baby.
work.
Light work. 50 plus.
That Ben Simmons for Harden just feels so much different. Yeah, that was a good trade. Great trade. I think Vegas got the Sixers at over under like 47.
Mm-hmm.
I will go
You going
51,
with that?
52.
51? 51? I'm
With the
going
Lakers,
with
how many
48.
Lakers?
48. I'm going with 48.
48 the Lakers.
Yeah. I don't
That
expect
over
that.
under was 44.
Yeah. I don't
Who for
expect
the
the Lakers
Lakers?
to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Mm.
expect the Lakers to be. I mean, like I said, They got a battle with Golden State. They're in the same conference. They're in the same division. So it's going to, and the Lakers and the Clippers. So there are already two of the not to the next level athlete. Two of the top players. Two of the top teams contenders that there's been going in
I like that,
already
Anthony.
is being seen is in our division. So I mean, I can't expect us to just walk.
Ooh,
Saying walk through that division. So I'd sit up and take. I'm cool with. I don't want to be in a play-in. That's all. I don't want to be in a play-in.
don't nobody want to be in the play-in. I don't want.
Anything
We
can
don't.
happen in the play-in. So
I don't
and
want to
that's
be in the
four
play-in
games
either.
put on your season. So,
Yeah.
but I go with 47, 48, 47, 48 for the Lakers. We just need to be just average, just a little do damage when we're down to 8 teams as opposed to all 32. I
I
mean, all
think
30.
Vegas had like 5 teams getting over 50. The Celtics was number one for some reason at like 54.
For really? For really? For
Celtics,
real?
then like then the Golden State, Clippers, Suns, and Bucks. We ain't talked about the Bucks yet. Y'all don't forgot about that, man.
We ain't
It,
forgot about him. I haven't. I just still. I'm waiting to see what Middleton going. Is Middleton back to Middleton? That's what I'm
Mm,
waiting on see.
mm.
That's what I'm waiting to see. If Middleton back to Middleton. If he's back, then yeah, they definitely gonna be a force.
so a couple of things before we get into what saying what we think the top fives are and all that type of stuff and everything and more of that this conversation. A couple of rookie extensions was extended. Houston guard
Where?
Kevin Porter Jr. gets 4 years, $82 million extension. Atlanta Hawks forward DeAndre Hunter gets his money 4 years, $95 million. Of course, a little bit different. Portland's forward Nasir Little gets 4 years, $28 million extension. He was the 25th pick in 2019 before suffering a labrum tear last year, in which he was actually doing pretty well. A couple of other players were up for extensions. However, they didn't meet the criteria, I guess you could say, and and are basically going to have to be restricted free agents next year. Uh, Phoenix is Cam Johnson. The Washington Commanders. Washington Wizards, Ryu Hachimura, Charlotte's PJ Washington, and Boston's Grant Williams were extended this year. So now next year they'll be restricted free agents and able to be poached, I guess you could say, from anybody. Do you think the lack of their extensions is based on their performance, or are the teams just basically dangling carrots? We got Cam Johnson for Phoenix, Ryu Hachimura for Washington, Charlotte PJ Washington, and Grant Williams from Boston. Was Grant Williams a key piece last year? Would y'all say that? I think he was. Maybe not in the finals, but
Mm-hmm.
up to that point he was. And I was. It's like
Agreed.
they, but
What up,
he didn't.
Marcus? What up, Flip?
Are they saying he didn't do enough to secure an extension? Is that what we're hearing, or is this a money game at this point? Because we all know Golden State up to 483 million in salary and luxury tax. Our teams not willing to pay that price. I think we've all said it before. We would probably pay that price to secure championships. Boston was just there.
Mm-hmm.
They added Malcolm Brogdon
They
and
did.
a couple of other pieces. So what's y'all take on that? Why these guys didn't get extended? Rookie extensions at that. Now they have to sit up and probably pay more for these men.
Hmm. I don't know, bro. I'll let Ron take it first.
I'm gonna go with the carrots. It's all nice. I feel like it's gonna be a lot of moving pieces,
Mm,
a lot
okay.
of a lot of players to get moved. Um, Nobody, they don't really like Boston. I, they probably just like in limbo right now. I don't even know how they supposed to be the most dominant team this year.
Yeah, with everything that's going on in their organization.
Aaron
Uh,
Judge.
Yeah, that's yeah.
so interesting enough, gentlemen, I asked y'all this question, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you, I think we've asked this question before. I think Bishop, you actually we did because Bishop, you said you going with, I think you said you was going with particular brand, but so you say Pat on if you were a player, you're going with Jordan brand, correct?
Yes.
Or Nike, Jordan or Nike?
Mm-hmm. If I'm coming into the league now and
Yes,
whatnot, Jordan.
Jordan. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Ron, your son, what y'all going with? Who y'all signing with?
What was my options other than Jordan?
I mean, it's anybody. I just
Whatever,
because
whoever.
I couldn't remember what Bishop said if he was going with Jordan or Nike. So if your son, who y'all going with?
Nike.
Nike. So you'll just
Yep.
leave Jordan alone.
Yeah, they're gonna give us the biggest check.
Okay. So interesting enough, Paulo Panchero is now a part of the Nike, the Jordan brand himself. Uh,
Expected.
you think? So, do you think that's the move nowadays? Like, or do is create their own lane? Like, I mean, I guess everyone can't catch lightning in the bottle like Steph, but you got people like Wade, and Klay Thompson. They went overseas to get their deals.
How's it paying out for him? Because I didn't even know
They're
Clay Thompson.
they
I didn't even know Clay Thompson had anything. What is his
really.
brand? Yeah, what is his brand? What is it?
Is it Liling?
Never even
Yeah,
heard of
that
it.
sounds a little familiar.
Yeah,
Well, I
Liling.
never even
That's
heard
his.
of it. Where is it at? Is here? Is stateside?
It's China.
Oh, it's in China. It's not here. But I'm
Yeah.
saying it's in stateside though.
Oh yeah. They sell them stateside.
Really?
I mean,
And
they're
where
not. I
at?
mean, we don't. We
In
don't
Foot
see.
Locker or
We
something?
don't.
Yeah, that's yeah.
You're
Like
not seeing
where?
them. You're not seeing
Yeah.
them in Foot Locker or anything like that. But
Oh,
but you know, saying that's the same way with D Wade. They signed to the same shoe company.
Yeah, I
yeah.
think
I don't.
Clay's a really big deal over in China.
Exactly. So you know,
Oh,
what I'm
is
saying
he?
they
Oh, I
so
didn't
they
know that.
sell. They get numbers. It's just we're not seeing them
But are they
here.
numbers? Okay, we do know. No, we do know. We do feel like I get it. China is very, 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 very populated, probably overpopulated.
Correct.
However, comma,
So I think it was a
um,
smooth move. I think
a
that's where
lot
I
of
would
the
go.
a lot of the shoe brands make their shoes in over there, so we get that. My thing of the matter
But
is,
you're not attaching your name to no
nah,
Lilings.
nah, nah, nah. And I don't blame Panchero for joining the Jordan brand because the Jordan brand, like in my opinion, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but the Jordan brand has practically surpassed Nike. If you really think about it, Jordan brand has surpassed Nike. Jordan brand is in every freaking sport. Every
Starting
sport.
to.
People, yes.
Yeah.
We got golfers wearing Jordan brand shoes for golf shoes. We have we have Indy 500 racers wearing Jordan gloves as well as shoes. And I didn't even know you needed special shoes to drive a car. I mean, come on, bro. Like Jordan brand is in everything. Colleges have taken on the Jordan brand. Basketball, football. I don't even know if it's in college baseball or yet. I'm sure it is. Um, Jordan brand. We see so many baseball players Jordan wearing Jordan brand. It has taken over. So I don't blame Panchero for doing so. You're a part of that umbrella now. I
Mm.
don't knock them. The only thing I think I knock these guys for is they don't know. They don't know about Jordan. They don't know brought all of that. I got a gnat in here that won't stop. I don't know what the younger generation don't know about Jordan, so they just going off of what they've heard,
The
stuff like that.
videos and stuff
Yeah,
like
what
that.
their parents have told them, their grandparents or whatever. However, they don't know about Jordan himself, so they're attaching themselves to something that they really have no true understanding of what that guy has done to the sport or to the world of sports.
My issue, Bishop, you hitting the hammer on the nail. But if we went through each other's shoe collections, how many Jordans that are not Jordans will we have? Like, it's never a dope or successful shoe. Melo shoe, D Wade's, CP3 was Jordan brand. They don't ever make any dope shoes.
Westbrook, everybody, yeah.
Outside of Jordan himself, you're right. Absolutely, I totally agree with you on
that. Basketball too. That's when I get with the Banchero, but
I totally agree with you on that, Ron. When it comes to other people joining the brand and them making their own signature shoe under the brand, yeah, no one has successfully come out and done it. I totally agree with you 100%, bro. And that is an issue. That is an issue. I think that's a problem.
What makes a perfect shoe for y'all? Like,
well, it all depends on what sport it is. For basketball, for me, a perfect shoe is light, yep, and definitely
colorways are a huge thing.
Colorways is okay for me. Colorways, like at one point, man, when it came to the Jordan shoe, I felt like they was going overboard with the colorways. They just started doing all types of stuff with the colors, and I was like, y'all just taking it too far with the colors. But for me, it's the light. Yeah, it is money. We all know that. But look who excuse me, what is saying about the colorways. Look who really went and kind of flipped the script with the colorways and kind of went crazy with it. LeBron with all these 10 different colors in one shoe. KD with all these 10 different colors. Kyrie, all these 10 different colors. When you know what I'm saying? All these guys that went in here and got these 12 colors in one shoe because everybody want to be want their feet to be bright and everybody can see your feet on all over the court. But I totally agree with Ron, man. Like when it comes down to it, I feel like that's where they're shortchanging these athletes, man. They're not making a shoe that's competitive to Jordan shoe himself. Jordan shoe. They're not. There's not one shoe that I know that came out. Only shoe, excuse me, that I could say that has competed in. Well, yeah, I'll just say it competed with Jordan, and we talked about this briefly earlier. I think last week, Trey, was the fact that Allen Iverson, the Reeboks,
AIs, the ones,
the answers. Yeah, they probably one of the main ones that really competed with with the Jordan brand. Outside of that, now and that following close to that, it's probably LeBron's now. A lot of kids, a lot of people wearing LeBrons, but he's not a part. LeBron ain't part of the Nike. Is he a part of Jordan brand? He's not Jordan brand, is he?
Who, LeBron? No, he's
just Nike, right?
Nike. Yeah, he's Nike.
Yeah, he's not part of Jordan brand. Yeah. So when it's all said and done, yeah, it was definitely the AIs, the answers, and of course, his on the court, Jordan is the GOAT. His shoes are the GOAT. Second place isn't close. You're right. Absolutely. I totally agree with you, CJ. 100%. And that's what I'm saying. So with Panchero and all these guys that's coming in, and that's the thing I don't understand. Excuse me. You're giving all these young athletes these shoe deals, but you're not coming out with an amazing shoe. You're not coming out and people saying, wow, have you seen those Pancheros? Or have you seen those, you know what I'm saying, those John Morants? People aren't saying that, man. And me personally, this is just me. I feel like if people aren't saying that, you failed me.
You got to go. I think. Well, yeah, I think. Well, so you look at it differently. So you look at it as the player is failing the company.
Not the player. No, the company's failing the player.
Okay. The company's okay. I got you. Yeah, the company's failing the player for the most part. Where you look at it as like, what are you doing? But also, I look at it as with doing that and going with the Jordan brand. You're in the same lane. Like, why not go out and create your own lane? We all know there's only so many lanes that can be created.
Right.
We saw the ball. A big baller brand tried it, and it wasn't effective.
I don't think I ever even saw the issue. To be honest with you, the Melo. You talking about the Melo brand, right? the big baller,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
big
he was.
Miller
Yeah,
brand.
it was
I don't
Lonzo's
think I
brand
ever
initially. It was
initially
Lonzo. He
right.
was the first one. Yeah. So
I
you know,
don't
what
think
I'm
I
saying
ever
that.
saw his shoe. I don't think never.
So that so you know, what I'm saying that was a thing, and that didn't come in, which he ended up going and signing with I think Nike eventually. Of course, Lamelo. What does he do? He comes on. He don't even play with it. He goes. He signs with Puma. And so, but you know, what I'm saying they're creating their lanes in other ways and stuff like that, in which now you put into perspective is like you was just saying with Panchero, what can, and from what y'all, you, CJ, Ron was saying, like, what do y'all do? What is it that they can do now? Like, okay, you are like the umpteenth player with the Jordan brand. Them joints that Russell Westbrook had, them Ys, those joints was trash. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so what
That's
can
why
you do?
Westbrook is with the Jordan brand. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's like,
It's
at some
hard,
point,
Trey. It's so
you
hard,
you
bro,
can't.
because
It's like, what you gonna do?
I hear what you
A shoe that just straps on and it's just you barefooted, and you basically like what?
have you seen
Like,
that new shoe that Nike came out with? Looks like a therapeutic boot. It looks like a boot that you remember the boots that people get when they have foot surgery.
no, they trying to be funny. They call it those the 83s. That's the they trying to be funny. That was a meme.
Oh, I thought that was a real shoe, bro. I was like, are y'all really
Really,
serious right now?
that's what we gonna do. That's what we doing. We gonna set up.
I swear, I was like, bro, with all the stuff they doing now, bro. Like they came out with the George McFlies. I mean, not the George
Yeah, and that's
McFlies,
what it
but
looked like. It looked like
yeah, they came. They really
the
came out
Back
with
to the
those
Future
shoes.
joints.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
the
really
Back to
came
the
out. So that's
Futures.
why wouldn't I think they wouldn't do something like that for real? For real,
No,
just be.
someone was being funny. It called them
Oh,
the 83s.
So I hear what you're saying, Trey. My thing of it is Jordan has come up with so many. What shoe are we on now? 43,
I don't know. I
50,
don't wear Jordans though.
56. Yeah, but
I had one pair of. I had one pair of Jordans in my lifetime, and they end up. I ended up having a foot injury and couldn't wear it. And when I came back, someone had broke into the house and took it, so I was only left with a right shoe.
they took one shoe.
They took a bag that had I had like some polo boots and some and the Jordans in them, and they took the bag and it had the shoe in it. So I
Oh,
still had I had the right foot of the polo boots and the right foot of the Jordans,
Jordan, you should have
but the
rocked
other
it
ones
just like that.
that was in the bag was
You
the
should have
other one
rocked it
was in
just
the
like
bag.
that. You should have
So
rocked it. You should have been,
so I've had one pair of Jordans.
you should have got your BBD on. But but yeah, the thing about it is it's so many Jordans out there, bro. It's hard to
True that.
compete it with that. He's come with from the ones all the way up to, like I said, I don't know what number we on now, but it's so many Jordans out there. So it's so hard to compete against something like that, and as well as not come
And you know
so
what?
close to try to emulate what it is
And what's
or
funny
copy it.
is Jordan continues to produce the same shoe over and over again.
Just change
Or
colorways.
they change colorways, or they basically pull it back and then be like, "Yo, we're bringing it back," and it's the
Yeah,
same damn shoe.
and people go out and buy it again and keep
But
buying
yet y'all sit
it
up
and
and
keep
talk
buying it.
crap about Apple. It's saying because Apple saying that Apple does the same thing, produce the same phone over and over again, and then we talk about people purchasing it. I don't
Oh,
get
that's
it.
what we doing, Trey. That's what we gonna
iPhone.
go.
Give me my
We gonna
phone.
compare. We gonna compare apples to shoes. We gonna compare apples. Really,
Just saying.
really.
But you know, say it's money. You know, say it's marketing schemes. So I'm not knocking it, but it's. I mean,
Mhm.
at some point, people start looking and paying attention. It's like, yo, what's really good with these shoes and production of these shoes? But Panchero Paulo PB,
Mhm.
he's now part of Jordan brand. Shout out to that man. Uh, Apple copy off Android. Stop it, Anthony.
They do. We all know that. Come on, Trey. Don't act like that's brand new to you,
You know,
dude.
it's not brand. I mean, that's
No,
they
don't act
thing.
like. Don't,
They
don't,
do
don't.
it to make it better. That's what they do. And
They don't never.
their
How they make it better
their
is something
numbers. The
we've already
numbers
done.
speak to it.
We've already done it. How they made it better if we've already done it? Come on, bro.
You know why? You know why I don't worry about. Thank you, CJ. I appreciate you, brother. You're special.
Apple's not better. Don't do that, CJ. Apple is not. That is not true.
So, but yeah, so
Mm-mm.
you know, what I'm saying, shout out to the man getting the deal. I didn't look and see how much he got for the deal, but
Who?
I mean, he Banchero,
Oh, let me see.
Banchero. I'm
Let
sorry,
me see if I can
Paulo.
see. Paulo
Yeah,
Banchero.
so
Oh, because
yeah,
he signed, right? He got the contract.
he's on that contract. So shout out to that. At this point, he's just having a conversation and mentoring, talking about it. Speaking of conversation and mentor, and there's people getting shout outs. Kevin Durant has given high praise to Zion Williamson, saying that he is one of one. Gentlemen, is this basically him pulling a Julius Irving, doing what Dr. J did to Magic Johnson when he first played against each other by giving them all this praise and then busted his chops in the game because they do play each other come Wednesday? Or is KD basically just giving praise where praise is due?
What is he giving them props for, though?
He's saying he's one of one. Ain't no one like him.
And to me, it sounds like he's trying to say New Orleans. Y'all know y'all got Brandon Ingram. I'm pretty sure Brooklyn Nets would love to swap me for him and just start the rebuild. I love to play with Zion. That's what I heard.
That's what you heard, really? For me, man, I feel like I don't know what Kevin Durant is going with that because we haven't seen enough of Zion to make that.
Good morning, Dale. Glad to see information with us this morning.
Good morning. I don't think we've done enough to see that from Zion to say he's one of one. If that's the case, everybody's one of one. If that's the case, there's not another.
He refuses. He just thinks you haven't seen Zion enough for Zion. He's been saying that for like a year, a little over a year now.
I do. I truly believe that. That's like saying Ja's one on one, right? Because we ain't seen a Ja like that. We ain't seen nobody like a Ja.
You don't think we've seen enough of Ja?
I know we've seen enough of Ja
to know who Ja is. Like,
oh yeah, we've seen. No, I'm saying, but why
does Ja even still have a ceiling? Can he go any higher?
Oh, absolutely, he can go higher. Absolutely. If I'm gonna tell you right now, and this is my personal opinion, Ron, you chime in. If Ja can create a 3-point shot, it's gonna be problems. If he can be consistent behind the arc, it's gonna be problems. Because once you have to contest him behind the 3-point line, behind the arc, and have to close out, and that way he can blow past you and finish at the rim. Trouble.
So, and I was just about to ask. So let's do this right here, right now. Especially while we got people. So let's do this right here, right now. What are the ingredients for a trouble player? What key ingredients do you need for a trouble player?
I only got to say 2 names. Steph Curry.
Handle, shot.
Finish at the rim.
Does Steph finish at the rim?
He may not dunk, but he finishes at the rim.
So he got a bag. He got a nice package.
He has the bag.
Ron, what are the ingredients for a trouble player?
We talking about Steph finishing?
No, just the ingredients for it, because he was saying if Ja Morant have a shot, he'll be trouble.
Oh, okay.
So what's the ingredients for a trouble player? He says basically Steph plays. He's saying Steph is the prototype.
I agree with you, CJ.
He finishes at the rim. Steph defense and defensive minded. I ain't gonna say play defense, but defensive minded. Finish at the rim.
KD too is another name. KD's another name.
Anthony says mix Curry and Luka in a pot.
Luka don't play defense. I have to go with CJ because CJ said add his defense to it too. That's why I say Steph. Luka don't play nobody's defense. Nobody's defense. I give he can finish at the rim. He can dribble. He definitely can shoot without question. But he can't play no defense. I would put Luka in the same boat as Harden. Harden can finish at the rim. Harden can shoot that jump shot. He can definitely dribble, but he cannot play no defense.
CJ says KD's already a trouble player.
He is. Totally agree.
Is KD's handle nice? Would you say that?
What?
I mean, I know he's 7.
For 7 foot. For a 7-footer, bro, come on, man. What other person 7 foot outside of? Yeah, what other 7-footer can handle the rock like that? 7-footer, kill you off the dribble like that. There's no like KD said himself, 1-on-1. There's no other player like that, bro, that can do that. That's why I said I had to add KD to it. Because KD will play defense too.
Okay, I can get it with CJ. 7 foot
7
can't no
foot
one
and
stay in
can't no
front of him.
one stop it. Stay in front. That part, CJ. That part. That's the bag right there. That's the recipe. That's the recipe. Steph Durant.
Steph
Or
Durant.
KD Curry. KD Curry. I like KD Curry better. KD Curry.
I would like to throw Kyrie in this conversation.
So I was about to ask because I was about to ask the question.
I want to throw Kyrie in there.
No, don't do that. Let's not do that. What does Kyrie's package is nice, handle wise, right?
He's probably one of the best. He's probably the best handler in the NBA.
I was going to ask that question since we back in. You know what I'm
History.
saying? We back in you saying so right now 2022, 23. You're going with Kyrie has the nicest handle in the league.
Absolutely.
Close.
Absolutely. That boy got the ball on a string.
Steph has the nicest shot.
Without question.
Who has
the best finisher? So the best finisher at the rim right now is to me the best finisher at the rim right now is Ja.
I was about to say crazy bounce, right?
Yeah.
Although Obi Toppin, I think
Toppin and oh boy, what's the other cat? The other one. Is he with Miami? What's the other young kid that dunked on a boy on the baseline? Like rose up on him on the baseline. Like climbed the ladder on him. Like one of the dunks of the year last year. Oh, who was he with? Is it Dallas? Dark skin dude kind of got hair like you now, Trey. What is that boy's name, man? Golly. I can't even think of it. He took the baseline, and who did he dunk on? He dunked on somebody big, too. Oh, I can't think of his name. Luke and Harden are the same. That's exactly, CJ. Luke and Harden are the same player. Absolutely. I love them.
They are not the same player by no means. How dare you?
What's the difference, Trey?
Say that?
What's the difference, Trey?
Luka and James Harden, the same player?
What's the difference, Trey?
One, Harden's handle is nicer than Luka's. But two, Luka scores at a clip like they're not the same player.
CJ, I'm waiting too. CJ, I'm waiting too.
Same player.
I'm waiting too, CJ. I'm waiting too. Besides skin color.
Luka and Harden are the same player. I don't see it.
Okay, we waiting.
Harden's handle's nicer than Luka's. Luka.
They both eat snacks and pies in the off season.
Nah, I can't go with that.
CJ won today.
I think
how? So okay.
I think
Luka
scores a higher clip. I'm picking Luka
over Harden.
Over Harden, yeah, I'm going with Luka.
Okay. Is it height difference? Is it because of height?
No, I just think Luka is more of a total package. I think the simple fact which it could be a little asinine. I think the fact that Harden is a lefty and he's a little bit unorthodox for people to stay with.
Whose step back is better?
Oh, the Harden's.
Okay.
I would say was better because now the NBA is cracking down on a lot of his skill set, a lot of his package, his bag. So he got to figure out different ways. So.
CJ, he just said skill set. Their skill set is almost identical. They are. They got that same little step back. That same step back. That little thing that they're about to cut down on.
I'm excited to see Luka this year. And right now, this conversation has me excited to see Luka. I know Ron's big on James because James is in the best shape of his in 5 years. Yeah, 76ers uniform.
He came in fit this year.
So that's interesting, but I don't know about that. But yeah, so crazy bounce. Okay, crazy bounce. So I'll give you that. But I think Obi Toppin, even though he's a big man, Obi get it in too.
If finish at the rim is definitely Ja and the other cat I'm thinking about, man. He was killing it at the rim this season. Past season.
Who's a lockdown player? Lockdown D. Giannis. Ben.
we can't say nothing about Ben because we ain't seen Ben in a year, so we don't know if he still got those lockdown skills. He almost in the same boat as Clay. We got to see if Ben still has that lockdown skill set like Kelly had before the injury. Giannis is that dude. Giannis is definitely that dude. Giannis is probably the second best big man off the dribble outside of KD.
Is Wiggins locked down? Are we going to say that? I mean, he locked Luka up.
He did.
Well,
he did.
He didn't lock Luka,
him,
but he did enough to.
He was a problem. He
did enough to make a difference.
Yeah, he was a problem for Luka. Wiggins,
did Wiggins lock up? Tip my tongue. Boston, light skin.
Tatum.
Yeah. Did Wiggins lock up Tatum, or did Tatum lock himself?
He did hold down Tatum. Now he did hold down Tatum.
I think Tatum had a little bit to do with his own.
He may have, but he did. But you got to give it to him. He made Tatum. He was a problem for Tatum too. He was a problem. Got to see him running back though. Yeah, I agree, CJ. We got to see him running back, but he was a problem. He was a problem for Tatum.
He got $104 million. So
he got paid. He got paid. Yeah, he got paid. He getting paid, should I say?
Yeah. So it's definitely.
Tatum was tired, but Wiggins played his. Agreed.
You think it's Tatum expending himself? He emptied the clip, expended all ammo.
He may have. I'm eager to see Tatum this season, man, because we know Jason Tatum is the guy that's on. No, it ain't. I'm eager to see Tatum, and I'm also eager to see Booker because Booker is on the front of NBA 2K23. So he has something to. I think he has something to prove.
Who's next level? Who's the next level? If you was to put a five man next level, Tatum. I'm not Tatum. I think. Well, is Tatum in that? Maybe not. Young, Booker.
Ooh, wait, Anthony.
Ja.
Whoa. Brown is not better than Tatum.
He might be.
Are you serious?
No one.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Brown balled out. So let me say this.
He carried the team.
He did.
That's why they didn't have anything because
Jason
was somewhere over chilling, and Brown was carrying the team.
Agree, CJ. Agree. I will say that Brown did play better than Tatum in the finals. Totally agree.
But he's saying that was just that. That's exactly
that was it. That was it. And again, Wiggins was on Tatum. Let's flip and let's put Wiggins on Brown and see if Brown plays the same way. Let's see if Brown will play the same way Tatum. Let's see if Brown would have had that same game if Wiggins was on. Tatum got them to the finals. Brown played better. Absolutely, I agree that CJ all over it, bro. CJ all over it. He is all over it right now. That's it right there. I totally agree.
But true that. But Tatum, like you said, Tatum didn't have anything when
left
because not Tatum. Brown didn't have anything left in the tank because he had been carrying. He was carrying, going back and forth like that one game when it was in the shootout.
You talking about in the finals? Yeah.
In the finals, he ain't have anything to go, and Tatum didn't. And I guess Tatum was all spent, and it was at that point it was just all over. And I think Golden State came on late, and it was like, hey, all she wrote.
Yeah.
So okay, so we have some things, of course, to look forward to pop off and look forward to. So I ask you this: if you right now, your top 5 going in right now, who you going with? The season's on upon us. We done seen the preseason that went through. Who is your top 5 going in right now?
Top 5 teams?
Yeah, top 5 teams. Your ranking, your top 5 ranking. Don't dare put Brooklyn in there. Internet freeze up. Ron, you there? Am I the only one here? Oh, okay. Maybe so. So in any case, the recording's still going. We're still rocking. Top 5 NBA teams for me. Okay, you back.
Yeah, you want them in order?
No, you can however you want to.
Okay.
You can give
So I'm
five,
not in no
just five,
yeah,
five
and
teams, no particular
in
order.
okay, in no particular order. I gotta put Brooklyn
Really?
in no particular order.
You believe that for real?
Yes. Oh, absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. Brooklyn, Philly, Milwaukee, Golden State, 15, bro. Good lord. I gotta go with Boston. I think as my 5.
Boston. See,
Yeah.
Anthony's on Warriors, Boston, Dallas, Clippers, and Brooklyn. So Warriors, I continue to rock with Warriors. Milwaukee,
With what you call back, bro? They're a whole different team. With Middleton
yeah,
back,
he's
that's a
not.
whole different team. Take
I,
Dallas out and Bucks.
hey,
How
what's
do you
going
take
on,
both of them?
Irma?
How do you
Good morning.
how do you take both of them out, Anthony? Take Dallas out and out Bucks. What?
Take Dallas out
Oh, and
and
put
out.
in the Bucks. Oh, I think he said put in the Bucks because he already had Dallas in. He
Yeah,
had
he took.
Dallas in.
That's what he did.
Put okay. What's going on, Irma? How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
CJ's Golden State, Bucks, Memphis. I go with them three. The Suns, I don't know. Boston, I don't know.
The Phoenix Suns. Yeah, I'm still out on
You know what?
Phoenix, bro.
I think I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I won't say Cleveland. I believe in Cleveland.
Cleveland.
This is for you. Yes, I think Cleveland is gonna have.
Cleveland.
Yeah, I think Cleveland is
Which
gonna have.
team out of the 5 in which I named you think Cleveland can beat in a 5-game series? In a 5-game
Uh,
series. In a
in the
5-game
5 game
series.
season,
Yeah.
Boston
You think Cleveland can beat Boston in a 5-game?
and Brooklyn
In a 5-game.
in the 5 game.
Okay. Yeah, CJ. That's what he said. I don't know
Cleveland.
what he owns
I
something
think
today.
Cleveland.
But go ahead. Who are you other for?
So Cleveland and New Orleans. That's what I get right now. That's what I'm going with right now.
New Orleans? You don't even know what Zion's bringing to the table this
Right
year.
now, that's my top. That's my. But I say after this first month, I think the top 5 will be Cleveland, Golden State,
He said Trey
Milwaukee,
forgot the LeBron ain't there no more.
Cleveland, Milwaukee,
Okay.
Cleveland, Milwaukee, Golden State, Memphis, and what I just say Cleveland, Golden State, Memphis, Cleveland, Milwaukee, and New Orleans. It'll be top 5
So you're
contenders. Top
leaving
5.
out. So you're
Yes.
leaving out. So you're leaving out you left out Golden State.
No, Golden State would be there.
Okay, so you left out Boston.
I left out Boston.
You left out
Philly, Miami,
the
Clippers, the Lakers,
Clippers,
the Nets.
Top
5. I think you know what I'm saying. This is I
What
think
up?
this is a, I think this is
What
the
up,
year. I
Fred? What
think
up?
this is a year. I think this is a year for
Good morning.
underdogs.
Y'all remember, so y'all make sure y'all timestamp that, man.
So
Who is
come
5?
30 days, come November,
Yeah, y'all
come the
timestamp that.
beginning of the college basketball season.
Ain't nobody gonna say the Lakers.
Yeah, I'm not saying the Lakers yet.
Nobody saying the Lakers, bro.
That Lakers probably top 10. Would be in my top 10, but not in my top 10, my top 5. I think
they probably right outside the top 10 for me.
Yeah, I would even go with that.
Outside the top 10. Too many other teams, like you said, Miami, the Miamis, the Clippers. That's when the Miami's, the Clippers, the New Orleans, the Memphises. They come in before the Lakers come in for me.
Mm-hmm. And matter of fact, let me see. I had just had it. Where it go?
Lakers not a top 10. Like, yeah, really for me. I just told you who's in before them. Phoenix. Like, there's some teams in there before the Lakers, bro. In my opinion, I'll be shocked if the Lakers make the playoffs. Ooh. CJ. Harsh words. Trey.
So from
Anthony saying Trey.
Yeah, he's saying basically that they're not a top 10 team. I get it. I understand. So according to ESPN, their top 5 is at number 5, the Philadelphia 76ers. Keep in mind they have 4 of the NBA's top 100.
Mm-hmm.
Their win-loss projection per ESPN is 50-32, so they expect them to do 50 games.
50 wins.
Caesars gives them 52 wins, and the odds is 13.
Okay.
At number four, Boston. Um,
Pick them.
they have seven of the top 100. Expected 54-28. 50 Caesar gives them a 54 win odds, 54 wins, and to 54 win total. So that's their number four. At number three, the Los Angeles Clippers, two of the
Pick
top
them.
100. In Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, number 12 and 15, respectively. ESPN projection 50-32. Caesars has them at a 52 win season. At number two, of course, Milwaukee Bucks,
I
54 and
picked them.
28 on the year. 53 points win. Of course, they have three of the top 100. And last but not least, as expected, last year's champion, the Golden State Warriors, is they're number one in their ranking. 55 game win season. They expect to have them rated to win 53 wins. We know they have five of the top 100 on their roster in Steph Curry, uh, Andrew Wiggins, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and Jordan Poole. So okay. So of course, last bit of NBA, y'all know tonight's games, two games slated in tonight's game. Um, as the season gets ready, kicks off. Of course, the first of the two games going in, the 76ers and the Celtics will be competing at 6:30. Bishop, what you think that game going to do? The Celtics start the year off with a dub, or is it too much going on there? 76ers got more firepower.
They got two good games tonight, bro. I'm not gonna front. Two damn good games. Man. I think they playing in Boston. I don't know, man. I think
I'm going
Boston
to
gonna take them.
I'm going 76ers and Lakers tonight. 76ers and
Oh
Lakers.
no, I'm going Celtics and Warriors.
Celtics and Warriors. You going with the
Mm-hmm.
the championship from last year?
Mm-hmm.
Celtics and Warriors.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm going Celtics and Warriors.
I can see that. I think tonight we play spoiler. Although currently without Lakers are without a couple of rotational players. Dennis Schroeder is out. He had a UCL tear in his right hand, and which so now he had to have surgery. So he's suspected to be out 3 weeks. Well, he's going to be evaluated in 3 weeks. Russell Westbrook out with a hamstring, hampered by a hamstring. He may not play tonight. He hasn't been cleared yet, which they have to yet to determine. And of course, center Thomas Bryant is out with I think a thumb injury or something in that matter. So Lakers might be a little hampered tonight. Of course, if y'all get a chance, go check out NBA.com to see who made rosters as they cut down the rosters. Surprisingly enough to me, they cut down to 15 men plus two players, two-way players. So you get to see where where your units are. With their roster going forth, who was cut, who's out there to potentially be picked up. CJ, I see you Celtics and Warriors for you tonight. So you rocking with Bishop. All right. We'll see this in the morning. Uh I got games tonight, so I'm going to be I got games tonight, so I'll be trying to check in and see what's going on. What you think about Westbrook winning the six-man award? Nah, that's not happening. Well, you know what? It's a little too early, Anthony. Get with me after, like I said, after that first by November, the beginning of November, and I sit up and think about if Westbrook is going to probably be delegated to that line. Like it's just a little early. I think rotations are still getting worked out, and of course, like I said, especially for in LA, since with him not have being able to possibly play tonight, that's going to be a little stalemate for them, and they're going to have to figure out rotations. Patrick Beverly is probably going to start at Austin Reeves might have to start at the 1. So that has yet to be determined. But of course, looking forward to it in any case. So yeah, definitely ready to go. Where I'm at with it. So we have that. What's up? Was that all that we had? Yes, that was all that we had for NBA. Moving on into NFL topics and conversation. What's good, Zach? Good morning, brother. Glad to see you. Packers news, Anthony. Well, it was Packers were in the conversation a little bit in it. First and foremost, of course, the Los Angeles Rams have sidelined Cam Akers. So if you got Cam Akers on your fantasy, you might want to go ahead and move him off if you haven't did so already. Replace him, as Cam Akers is currently being sidelined as they are looking for a trade for the running back. He's only 50 carries for 151 yards on the season. I think the emergence of Henderson has kind of like thwarted him in his comeback. I think from what I was reading the article this morning, I think there's a lot of underlining things that's there. Maybe there's a little dissension between him and his quarterback. I mean, his head coach, which they basically saying that they're going to try to do the best to give him a better situation somewhere else with another team. They think that's best. If they are not able to do that, of course, I don't think they're going to release him. But I think what they're going to do is they're going to find ways to work him into the system. But at this point, the best situation they believe is to go ahead and get a trade for him. Maybe not exactly the same type of situation. He was just talking about it this morning, CJ. He's talking about it. Okay, Anthony, you said you don't think he's fully healed. You said you don't think he's fully healed yet, and maybe not. Maybe they bring him back a little too early, trying to have a run game or trying to compete. In essence, trying to compete with those players or with Henderson, but it's not, right now. It's not look. It don't look like it's working too well for him. So this is where we're at with that at this point. But a lot of moving and shaking going on in Arizona for the most part, as we of course we heard some of it yesterday. Wide receiver Hollywood Brown is out. He's suffering a foot injury. Um, He's out supposedly getting a second option. There may be potentially this may be a season-ending foot injury, but it just so happened it came at the right time, or situations preceded that made it a right time as former wide receiver for the Carolina Panthers, Robbie Anderson, has been traded to Carolina for the 2024 6th-round pick and the 2025 7th-round pick. That's 2 picks for Robbie Anderson. Also, you got to take in consideration Arizona does get back their top receiver, or last year's top receiver, DeAndre Hopkins, as he served a 6-game suspension for PEDs, which he said he didn't. It was a false read, or it was something that he read that was in the system that was supposedly banned. Fastest trade in NFL history. Like I said, stuff just happened. It seemed like Anthony was just everything was right on time. Additionally, unfortunately, the Carolina Cardinals, actually the Arizona Cardinals, lose their left guard, Justin Pugh, as he suffered the ACL tear, so he's going to be out for the season, no longer able to play. So Arizona, a lot of shifting going around. When y'all talk about it, look at it, that whole Anderson situation. It's definitely, when you look at it, I think Tanya Rankins was talking about it yesterday, where there's a new sheriff in Arizona, in Carolina, and no one was going to be for that tomfoolery in which Robbie Anderson put forth and what he had on display, to where the coach basically kicked him off the sideline and said, "Hey, go back to the locker room." There was even no reason to try to do anything else, not to reconcile anything like that. It was an opportunity, I guess. Arizona pulled the trigger. called him about and seeing was he available. There has been there's a couple of coaches that worked with Anderson and previously or the organization, so they was all for it and ready to go. So they made it happen. So now you have Robbie Anderson, DeAndre Hopkins, and presumably um, Hollywood Brown if the second opinion comes back and he just has to be away a couple of weeks with the injury. Um, so they have that's going on. Uh, so that's where they're at with it currently. Ron, what did you think of the Robbie Anderson trade? You think it's good? It's a good look, especially with DeAndre Hopkins coming back just in time.
Yeah, I hate it. I hate it for our division, but I didn't realize Hollywood Brown went down too. I thought they was gonna be a problem with all of the
Yeah, for real,
receivers.
all three of them. It's almost something similar to what I thought was going to happen when y'all had got when the Rams had got Odell Beckham. I was like
And
Cooper
with
Cup, Odell
Woods,
Beckham, and Woods, and then Woods goes down, and it's like yo, that's pretty close. I would have thought that this would be insert Odell Beckham, like his what of course we know it's a shell at this point. We're thinking of a shell of Odell Beckham because we don't know where he comes, but now I think the market starts to heat up, especially when you talk about receivers, when these people start going down and try to add some depth here and there. Of course we know the situation in Green Bay because currently Randall Cobb is going to be out in Green Bay. He suffered a severe ankle injury in the third quarter of their loss on Sunday. He could possibly hit the IR, although he will not be out for the season. He's out. You know what I'm saying? Now, but the team is due to get Sammy Watkins back. So after him being out with a hamstring injury, but these now it seems like these teams are needing services of wide receivers, and there's going to probably be some willing and dealing going on. Probably players getting a little bit overpaid, uh, and now we have to take a look at that. So
he's gonna be a problem. I mean, whew, I love him as a receiver. That's a great.
Robbie,
Yeah, I wanted him on the Rams. I don't know what happened. How the
I got
Cardinals make this
strong
happen?
Nick. um, where Anthony, you know, saying in the comments, of course, Anthony Carson Wentz expected to miss 4 weeks after having surgery to repair a fractured finger on his throwing hand. So now, of course, that going forward, Tyler Heineke and Sam Howell will play as the starter and backup for the Washington Commanders. Their first test, Green Bay, which it might be formidable. I mean, Ron, without a receiving core, can the bad man be the bad man?
Right, like how didn't they get in on this Robbie Anderson? Well, it happened quick. I would love that. That we need the 30 for 30 on how this happened so fast. This is somebody said this is the fastest trade in
Yeah, that
history.
was
So
Anthony's like his fastest trade in history.
right, I don't know what Arizona did, how they scooped in, but yeah, the bad man needs some help
Is there a value in the 6th and a 7th round pick?
trading it.
Exactly. That's exactly what that was the compensation for Andy for Robbie Anderson, a 6th and a 7th round, two draft years, one pick each. CJ is on one.
I ain't doing this with him.
Robbie would have been good, no good in LA.
He got a point. He got a point. We got the first all white receiving core.
So who else was out there? What else we got out there? Miami welcomes back Tua in with open arms. I'm sure. Do you think that makes a difference, Ron? Tua coming back. Do you think it's a little too soon based on the Yeah, I do too. I think they need to hold him out at least a week or two more. Um, Teddy's back, so maybe he could have held the line with being. But then again, they lost two. Since they lost 2 games.
I don't think he should play this season, Trey.
You think
Personally,
You think they should rest him?
Yeah, why? Why are you rushing back? If you get a concussion on top of concussion, I think the recovery timeline is like 3 to 5 months. It's been 3 to 5 weeks. What if it was painful watching what happened to him.
It
What
was.
happens when somebody smack him again?
At this point, you wonder where is there going to be provisions to protect him, like they protect Brady and Mahomes the other night. I mean, not Mahomes, Brady and who was it that Kansas City played when the ball got taken in the strip? Was that Carson? I mean, not Carson, Carr. Carr. Like,
Hmm.
what is the provisions? Do they protect him? Like, what is it going? Like you said, if he gets hit, or do players and peers just be like, look at it like, you know what, we're gonna, we're gonna take care of him. We're not going, to, saying do him too bad. Uh, but I agree. I think he was coming. I think it's a little too presumptuous to bring him back. Uh, Already let Bridgewater kind of like trying to find his way uh, and savor
He
the season.
he's sacrificing years at the end of his life to prove everybody wrong. These expectations that was set for him. He's in an unfortunate. Tua didn't get hit. It was a push. It's unfortunate. That ain't Tua.
Well, at least he'll be facing the offense without, presumably Fitzpatrick and Watt. So
And then again, if I'm a quarterback and I got Tyreek Hill and Waddle on my team, I want to come back too.
he trying to get back as soon as possible. It's like I don't want no one else playing with my toys. Like these are my toys.
Yeah, I got some convertibles you want to get back to.
So currently, Indianapolis sits at the top of their division, which is interesting. I think initially that at the beginning of the season I'll be saying a lot of things. I think I'll be saying Indianapolis is at the top of their division. I think I'll be saying New York Jets are at the top of their division. I think I'll be saying that there's a three-way tie in the NFC West with all teams at 500 after 6 games. I didn't think I'll be saying Philadelphia Eagles are undefeated, the only undefeated in the NFL. I didn't think I would be saying Tom Brady is being sacked by his wife's divorce lawyer. I would. I didn't think I would be saying any of this at the beginning of the season, but yet, of course, here we are. Something else I ain't be saying is Russell Wilson is exactly who we thought he was. He's not that dude anymore. That's what I think. I didn't think we'd be saying. Of course, as we know, they Broncos took on the Los Angeles Chargers last night, in what again was a dismal showing when it came to the Denver Broncos and a primetime game. Unless they get flexed, they are no more primetime games. The Broncos um, Russell Wilson, 15 for 28, 188 yards, one touchdown. Latavius Murray, 15 rushing carries for 66 yards. Russell had 4 for 24 himself. Melvin Gordon was 3 for 8, in which that was Bishop was talking about CJ saying basically Melvin Gordon held him at bay and they can allow him to do what he needed to do to get the win. Jerry Judy, 3 for 50 yards receiving. KJ Hamler was 2 for 44. Greg Dulcich, 2 for 44 with a touchdown. Eric Tomlinson, 1 for 16. Cortland Sutton, 2 for 14. Um, Kendall Hinton, 1 for 8. On the Chargers, Justin Herbert, 57 pass attempts, 37 completions, 238 yards, an interception. Austin Eckler, 14 for 36 with a touchdown. Sony Michel, 8 for 28. Herbert had 9 rushes yards for off 2 carries. Josh Palmer, 9 for 57 yards. Donald Parham, 3 for 53. Austin Eckler, 10 receptions. That's 10 points. Austin was another dandy for someone I don't know who has Austin in their on their league, but he's doing damage in many ways without scoring. But Austin Eckler 10 for 47, Gerald Everett 5 for 29, DeAndre Carter 3 for 17, Michael Williams 2 for 17, Michelle 3 for 14 himself. And when you look at it, it was just one of those things to where, uh, hey Ron, he question, what's up with your James Conner? He's coming to waste of space.
He hurt. I didn't know James Conner was my boy either.
That caught me off guard too. Bishop, it comes to find out CJ was your opponent last night in Sports and Shenanigans League, and
Yeah.
You gave
that's who
CJ his
Melvin Gordon.
first L.
No, he
No,
didn't.
he
He said
gave
that's what he said he said he had him shaking, but
Oh man,
Melvin Gordon didn't get
Melvin
the
Gordon.
ball.
He had 3 carries, bro. Only needed. He beat me 112 to 109. And Melvin, all I need was 10 points out of I only needed, 10 points out of Melvin Gordon or 7 points. He couldn't give me 3. He didn't give me a point, bro. Guy, come on, man.
so
He's
CJ
going.
is 6-0. Way to go, Bishop.
He's 6-0. Don't worry about it. He's definitely going. I don't need nobody on my team who can't give me no damn points. And you starting.
Ron knocked me off.
But I'm struggling though. I think that make me like 3-3.
Yeah, we're both 3-3.
Y'all both 3-3?
Yeah.
Guess what, your boys?
We're talking about in Sports and Shenanigans. We're not talking about.
Let's talk about this is first formation. Let's talk about first formation.
Let's talk
about first
formation, Bishop.
Let me check. I haven't checked yet.
First formation, your boy.
He's number 1.
5-1, baby. 5-1. Holla at your boy. Blowing out West Side Outlaws 138-94, baby. And not only in that, if I'm not mistaken, Trey, since we talk about sports and shenanigans, let's go ahead and talk about in our frat league. Your boy is
number 1,
5-1 over there too.
5-1.
5-1 over there too. How they do it? Sprinkle a little bit. Let go.
Do that again, so I want to make sure that we see that we burn it. Okay, I just remember that, Rob. Remember that right there. We just say what you was just doing.
And I blew out Son of Coach, bro. 112-70. It was a thrashing over there. bro.
Yeah, I took an L in first formation to Melissa.
Ooh.
She got a squad.
Ooh.
Yeah, Melissa is burning. Melissa is like she. Yeah.
Is she 5-1?
Nah, I think she lost 2.
Who's number 1?
You and Joe Vid.
Yo. And I'm the one that gave Joe Vid his loss. So
I was about to give him a loss too, but it came down the damn kicker. His kicker got him the points.
I'm the one that gave Joe Vid his loss. That's what I do, baby. I told you, Trey. I told you.
It's not over.
Yeah, you're right. It ain't, but it ain't looking good. It ain't looking good, partner. It ain't looking good. Let's freaking go.
I think I'm on a 2-game lose streak in both leagues.
Hold up. Hold up. Who zip him up?
Me.
You 2-4, bro?
Yeah. I lost to Melissa.
I already know what you about to say, Bishop.
You know, remember? Oh, the prediction was I'm 13-0, 14-0, 15-0. Oh.
No, that was a prediction that's in our other league. That's where that at.
And what are you in the other league?
I've only got 1 loss or 2 losses. I got 2 losses, but I'll be fine with you. I'm coming for you. You ain't safe. Don't worry.
Come on.
I'm coming.
Come on.
We all have up years. We all have down.
Correct.
Years.
Yeah.
How many championships you won last year?
I will. You know what? And you know what? It always happens because if y'all know that what I had to go through with these two, man, try to find them receipts, and unfortunately, in ESPN, if it's not an active league, the receipts is not produced, and so it's like all I could do is simply talk about it. I wasn't able to produce it, and even Bishop, he was in one of the leagues, and he still was like, we don't see it, so we can't say nothing about it. I was like, okay, that's what it is. And then of course this year, look at him.
Melissa, yeah, she put up 148. I thought I had the highest points this week, but no, Melissa got me beat by 10. Good Lord, 148. I had 138. So
Oh, Bishop, looky here.
Wow, CJ. Y'all can't
CJ with the
y'all can't let Ron
receipts.
call you, bro. Bro ain't made the
CJ with the
playoff.
receipts.
He ain't even gotta do me like that.
You
He
know what?
come with the
You know
receipt.
what? It's like those videos with the two Pacific Asian Islander cats where the dude be doing tricks, magic tricks, and then he sit up and turn around and exposes him. Ron, 3 years, Ron.
Ron,
I've been in a drought. There's been a pandemic.
Ron, Ron in his
Uh-huh.
bubble season. Ron in his bubble season. Wow, he came on here with the receipts. He said Ron can't say nothing. It's been three
How
years.
did the bubble season get into fantasy football?
Man,
See,
just
look at this.
it fits. It fits, man. I'm just saying this.
CJ was in the championship game last year, and he's 6-0 this year, so he's feeling himself. That's okay.
Oh,
It's a long. We got like 10 more games left.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
Oh,
what I'm
yeah.
saying.
It's early.
Well,
It's
it's a
early.
little less than 2 games, but yeah, we got.
It's
But
early. It's
yeah,
early.
it's you know what I'm saying. You
It's
know what I'm
early.
saying. You got your track shoes on. You know what I'm saying. The gun without pow. You like.
I'm
You
gone.
know what I'm saying. Just but
I'm out the blocks, bro. I'm out
yeah,
them
you out the
blocks.
box. You know what I'm
I'm
saying.
out
You
them blocks.
in the first quarter, mile. You already sip and you know what I'm saying. At this point you in the first turn.
Let's
So
go.
we gonna see how you come out that first turn.
It's way too early. I'm not bragging. I feel you. I feel you, CJ. I
No,
am.
he is.
I
Yeah.
am. I am. I am. Because you had to hear what Trey was doing before the season started. All
I
this
wasn't doing nothing.
Ron,
Oh no, y'all is not
Ron,
gonna play me like that.
Royal
Ron,
throne and everything.
Ron. They don't act like in 7 leagues. I had 7 leagues last year. I was in 7 leagues. I did this. Ron. Oh my God. This dude here. This dude here.
Oh,
Let's go.
I'm doing that. Well, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna shut my mouth.
Yeah, you said that earlier.
I'm not. I'm gonna shut my mouth because I sit up and think about it. But because in the I ended up doing the E2G one. Trouble.
Trouble.
But I'm gonna shut my mouth. I ain't gonna say nothing else because it make you laugh and make you cry.
Yes. Who I got this week coming up, bro?
Uh,
Some discount.
so to keep it. Oh, that's not Ron. That's
Anthony.
Anthony. Yeah, that's Anthony.
Anthony Price.
So
Yeah.
what do y'all have? What do y'all think is the problem? Is the issue? What's the situation with Russell? Why is Russell looking so bad right now?
That's a good question, bro.
I thought they said it's because Future came out and was saying that he still sees Sierra every now and then. I'm
You
just playing.
stupid.
I'm just.
You stupid. You stupid.
Or then did y'all happen to catch the Richard Sherman's podcast
Mm-mm.
where Richard Sherman was him and Marshawn Lynch was talking about Russell Wilson, and Richard Sherman was like uh, Richard Sherman is like basically that he's like Russell Wilson's on the struggle bus right now. Someone need say he needs some help, and so Marshawn Lynch, of course, with very colorful adage, was like, I want to call my dog. You know, what I'm saying I want to call my dog and you know, what I'm saying talk to him. And Richard Sherman is like, you can't call. You know, you can't call him. He's like, call him if you want to speak to his agent. And so Russell, Richard Sherman, Lynch was like, I ain't calling no man that I went to war with if I can't talk directly to him. And he's like, basically, like, you ain't gonna be able to talk to him. You can't talk to him. It's like that's not a relation. That's not the relationship that was out there. So a lot of things is coming out. Do you think it was Pete Carroll? Pete Carroll was the reason behind Russell Wilson's success.
It could have been. It could have been. It could have been.
I feel like the Legion of Boom was always right. That Russell cost them boys a Super Bowl. Having Marshawn Lynch and all them dudes on the defenders, looked like an incredible quarterback too. I think it's just the truth is finally coming out about Russ.
He
And
was
what
exactly
and
what he
what
was, a six
and
round
what truth
draft
is
pick.
that? What truth is that? Because he's won the Super Bowl, so you can't say that. You can't say he's not worth.
Do we remember that Super Bowl? It was a Seahawks
Yes.
win. It wasn't no quarterback win. They was up on the Broncos like 40-7 by halftime.
Facts. Agreed.
I don't
Agreed.
think they get. I know they don't give him no credit for any of that success.
Mm.
He's a
You
he's a Hall of
trolling, right,
Famer.
CJ? CJ, you trolling, right?
Why are you
Hall
trolling?
Hall of Famer. Hall of Famer.
Russell,
Has
Russell,
Russ had
Russell,
an
Russell,
MVP year?
Russell. No, Russell Wilson is not a Hall of Famer in my book.
Ooh,
Ooh.
I gotta think about that.
Now to me too. Ooh.
Because we've been talking about all the quarterbacks in this era.
Mm-hmm.
Russ, y'all think Russ is
He
at
goes
one?
before Matt Ryan. Does he? No. Is he ahead of Matt Ryan? Yeah. I don't know. Matt Ryan got MVPs and lost Super Bowls too.
The only thing that's going good for Russ right now is that fact he has a Super Bowl. That's it.
Would you put Russ in before Cam?
Mm.
Would I put Russ
MVP
in
or
before
Super Bowl?
Cam Newton?
Yeah.
Cam ain't a Hall of Famer either.
I might put Russ in before Cam, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you.
So y'all think Cam and Russ are going to the Hall of Fame?
No, Cam.
Oh,
What's
okay.
Cam? What Cam gonna go in there for?
He's an MVP. You want an MVP?
That's it though. That's all he's done.
True that.
That's it.
See
MVP
that?
doesn't equate. MVP doesn't
Yeah.
equate to gold jacket.
He's definitely gonna be waiting to a couple ballots. Second, third. Russ over Cam.
I'm picking Russ over Cam. I am.
I don't think Cam gets in.
I don't see how he gets in either. In personal opinion, I don't either. I really don't.
One MVP, blown out in the a 15-1 season, blown out in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't see how he gets in.
Breeze is a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, we don't.
Without question.
His
Yeah,
numbers,
Breeze.
his numbers, and he. I mean, the Super Bowl, like that's not hit him and Russ head to head isn't even a comparison.
Yeah, Breeze without question is a Hall of Famer. Yeah, you're not even. Yeah, Breeze is definitely a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, and it even goes back. You know what? Just with him saying that, I don't want to bring this up, but I'm finna say it. All those interceptions was not Rush's fault on Sunday night.
That's any quarterback though, Trey. All
No,
interceptions are
all
all
the
in,
interceptions he
all
threw.
in, but all interceptions ain't always the quarterback fault. That's any
Jimmy,
quarterback.
the one was a tip ball that wasn't his fault.
Right.
Although he probably not should have not had tried to force that in there to
Mm-hmm.
Gallup. I don't know what he was thinking. He misread the second one. Slay undercut it, and then of course the last one he was staring down the barrel, and I just didn't understand. Although I think that was his fault because I would have thought he would try to put it out there because CD was wide open and he underthrew it because he got hit. So, but he could have done better. So I have a couple of questions for y'all right quick, right before we get into the rankings for the. So these questions basically is overreaction or underreact or overreaction, underreaction or no reaction at all. The first question: the Bills and the Chiefs, are they the AFC Championship game this coming year?
America would be upset if it's not. The whole globe would.
Is the
The
Bills
championship game we deserve.
Is that the AFC Championship game this coming year?
Bills and who?
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Bills should definitely be there. I don't know if the Chiefs are gonna be there or not.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. I don't think the Chiefs is. I don't think it's the Chiefs going to be there either.
Yeah, Bills.
Everybody hesitant on the Chiefs. So who's our other team in the AFC?
It's a possibility.
The
Miami.
Jets.
I was about to say the Jets.
Jets could surprise you. Yeah, the Jets actually could.
Y'all cut it out. Y'all cut
Man,
it out.
okay,
Y'all.
you keep saying that. Okay.
Two is back. Miami might reemerge.
Yeah.
The Colts is starting to click.
So is Cincinnati.
True that. Okay. So we got that. Next question. Are the Giants the biggest threat to the Philadelphia Eagles in the East?
In the NFC East?
Yes.
No, the Dallas Cowboys were.
No, I'm saying right now. Or you
They
still think
still
that? You still think it's the Cowboys?
Mm-hmm. I still think the Cowboys is.
That's disrespectful, Ron.
Yeah.
What did you
The
say to
cow.
that?
What was disrespectful?
He said the Cowboys are still the threat,
In the NFC
not
East.
not the Giants.
Mm-mm.
You know what? I can agree with you on that. The Giants don't have no firepower. I don't know how they're getting by.
They're skimming through, bro. They are
Yes,
skimming through, bro. The Giants don't have a defense like the Cowboys. Nowhere close. And the Giants lost to the Cowboys. No, yeah, it's still the Cowboys in my opinion. And that's that part right there. No, if you can stop Barkley, you stop the Giants. Facts.
but has anyone stopped Barkley?
They have not.
Just injuries.
They have not.
You know what? That's a good point. In 3 years, Ron?
They have not. In 3 years, yeah. In 3 seasons.
The only thing that's able to stop Saquon
Him
Barkley
is
has
him.
been injuries.
Himself, yeah. Injuries has plagued him. So I
Uh,
totally agree.
Next question: the Packers, are they in danger of missing the playoffs?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
1, 2, 3, 4,
They're losing to
5,
teams, Ron, that they shouldn't be
6.
losing to. They're losing to teams that they shouldn't be losing to.
But
But
they're 3 games behind Minnesota currently.
Mm-hmm.
the only teams that could steal that 7th
Lamar,
spot from the
CJ.
Packers would have to be. You're saying the Seahawks or the Niners.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we know the Niners could possibly make it.
I don't think they miss it. I think the NFC North sends 2, NFC East sends 2, and the West sends 2.
Mm.
Which means the Giants or the Cowboys ain't making it.
Mm.
And I would slide with the Cowboys to miss the playoffs.
Ooh.
That's a pretty bold statement.
Ooh. We know that
Y'all
coming
think
back this
so?
week. I think he's saying that because of the fact how the Cowboys been playing, but that's been how they've been playing with Cooper. When Dak come
we'll
back,
know.
Dak's supposed to be back this week, so we'll see.
You think
And
Dak?
they got Detroit.
Dak gets to get the helm this week?
Get starts.
Yeah.
Yeah, they already said he gonna start. I told you yesterday. I feel like that was a whole test on why they wanted to prove why Dak should come back. That game against us, against the Eagles, I feel like that was them to say, okay, we need to bring me Dak back. I really believe that. And he's gonna get the start. They wasn't finna. I knew they wasn't finna bring Dak back against Philly. They want to bring him back against somebody like Detroit, and that's exactly what they finna do.
Mm. Next question: will the Jets have both the offensive rookie, and defensive rookie of the year?
Y'all do remember who coaching the Cowboys, right? Okay.
McCarthy, yes.
Rookie,
Mike
rookie of the
McCarthy.
year. Rookie of the year for the Jets. The dude that was wearing the cheesehead.
That's the defensive. Yeah, Sauce Gardner.
Faust.
Sauce Gardner, and then of course Brees Hall
Mm.
is offensive rookie.
I don't. Oof. Yeah, we don't got no electric rookies, huh?
Not really, but I mean, I don't know. Do you consider Pierce for Indianapolis a formidable rookie?
Let's check the stats.
Oh fuck.
412 rushing yards through 6 games for Mr. Pierce. 3 touchdowns. So I think it goes to a wide receiver, Trey. What about like Olave and all them boys in the NFC South?
Drake
New Orleans.
London, Anthony
Yeah.
Bryce said Drake London.
Watch out for which one's on Atlanta? London?
Yeah, that's
Watch out for
London.
him. If I had to put a bet in, I think I would go with him. Atlanta's good, and he gets 10, 12 targets a game easily.
Mm-hmm. Does Billy Zappi deserve the right to continue to start, even with a healthy Mac Jones? They're the same players. Just one was drafted first, was drafted earlier than the other. Or is this are we doing too much?
I need to see more Drake London. We're doing too much and we're doing not enough. We don't know. We don't know.
London is that guy. Need to see more Drake London. So yeah. So it's. I mean, some questions and stuff to be out there that talk about, think about. Uh, so real quick, let's go through these ratings real quick as between the two ESPN and the NFL.com. Of course, the ESPN put out their ranking for the year at this point after week 6. Who they think are the top teams in that case. Of course, I'm very sure there's a lot of shifting. No surprise, the Carolina Panthers remain at number 32. Number 31, Detroit Lions. I had so much trust in them. Houston at number 30. The Chicago Bears, after a 2-1 start, currently 2-4 at number 29. The Washington Commanders, 2-4, are now 28, but they did climb from out the cellar. The Las Vegas Raiders are number 27. Didn't expect that. The Arizona Cardinals at number 26. At number 25, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and climbing. At number 24, the Denver Broncos. At 23, the Cleveland Browns. At 22, Jacksonville Jaguars. At 21, the New Orleans Saints. At number 20, the Indianapolis Colts. Number 19, the Atlanta Falcons. 18, the Seattle Seahawks. 17, the Miami Dolphins. At number 16, the Tennessee Titans. At number 15, the New England Patriots. At 14, the Green Bay Packers, down 8 spots. Cincinnati
Sheesh.
up a spot with Cincinnati at number 13. San Francisco dropped 6 spots to number 12. The Los Angeles
As y'all
Rams
deserve.
The Los Angeles Rams up 2 spots at number 11. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers
Which we
drop.
don't. That's ridiculous. Okay.
Why the Raiders in the 30s? At number 10, Tampa Bay. Number 9, the Jets moved up from number 16 to number 9.
I hate
At
how they
number
do these rankings. Ain't no way.
At number 8, the Los Angeles Chargers. Number 7, the Baltimore Ravens. Number 6, the Dallas Cowboys. Number 5, the New York Giants. Number 4, the Minnesota Vikings. Continue to stay there. At number 3, Kansas City Chiefs drop from number 1 to number 3. And in the top 2 spots, the Philadelphia Eagles at number 2 and the Buffalo Bills at number 1, as it continues to remain the same. Crazy how that happened.
Disrespectful.
Wow. Is that disrespectful though, Ron? Is it really?
Right. The Bills aren't even healthy. They don't got nothing on the Eagles. Oof.
Now, well, of course, if we going over to the NFL.com, there.
Speaking of the Bills, really quick, Trey,
Yes,
Cam
sir.
Akers is about to be traded.
Oh, there he's going to Buffalo.
Him or McCaffrey, they dip in. They want a running back.
I don't think Cam would be that person. Uh, if Bills and Eagles played, Ron, who you got? Oh, that's a good question. Cornelius asked, if the Bills and the Eagles is playing right now, who would you go? Who would you go with? Who would you select?
Whoever was at home, neutral field. The Bills is number 1. So we got to see Jalen be a finisher.
Be a finisher.
Right. We know Josh Allen is going to finish and ball out to the last second. And he only need a couple seconds to get his team down and kick a. Oof. Yeah.
For the NFL, of course, the Carolina Panthers are at number 32. The Houston Texans at 31. The Washington Commanders at number 30. Chicago Bears number 29. Uh, at Detroit number 26. I mean, correction, 28. Jacksonville Jaguars at 27. The Arizona Cardinals 26. Cleveland Browns at 25. At number 24, the Denver Broncos. At number 23, we have the Miami Dolphins. 22, the Pittsburgh Steelers. 21, the Indianapolis Colts. At number 20, the Seahawks. 19, the Saints. At number 18, the Atlanta Falcons. 17, the New England Patriots. 16, the Las Vegas Raiders, as we get into the top 15. That being Green Bay at number 15, Tennessee at number 14, the New York Jets at number 13, the Los Angeles Rams at number 12. Interesting, very interesting. The San Francisco 49ers, number 11. So they're basically flip flopping the two. The Los Angeles Chargers at number 10. Tampa Bay still hangs around in the top 10. For what reason, I do not know. Tampa Bay at number 9.
Wait,
The
are they above
Ravens
the
at number
Rams on
8.
this one too?
Yeah, they're number 9, and the Rams are number 12. Number 12.
Okay.
The New York Giants at number 5. They're not even number 7. I mean, they're not even in the top 5. At number 6, the Dallas Cowboys. So even losing, the Cowboys move up 4 spots, even with a loss.
We're gonna have to do our own. This is ridiculous.
The Cowboys at number 6. At number 5, the Cincinnati Bengals. At number 4, the Minnesota Vikings. This is previously number 7. Now they're number 4. At number 3, the Kansas City Chiefs. I can't see the number 2. At number 2, the Philadelphia Eagles. Wow. And so again,
Consensus Bills.
the number 1, the Buffalo Bills. So in both, is this disrespectful, Ron, or does it come out to what you said when Cornelius gave that question? Head to head right now, who you going with, Buffalo or Philadelphia? Who's your top 5 right now, Ron? Oh, he drops off. Bishop dropped off. If I was to have to put together the top 5 right now, I can't say that the Buffalo would still be my number 1 team. Number 2 would be the Eagles. At number 3, I honestly, as much as I probably hate to say it, at number 3, I think I will be going with Minnesota for the time being. No, actually, number 4 would be Minnesota. Number 4 would be Minnesota. Number 3 for me, excuse me. Number 3 for me, I think, would be Kansas City, and then number 5 would be the New York Jets. Correction, I changed that. Number 3 for me would be the Minnesota Vikings. 1 would be the Bills. 2 would be the Eagles. Number 3 would be the Vikings. Number 4 would be the Jets. And then number 5 would be the Kansas City Chiefs. So definitely interesting. But sometimes undefeated doesn't necessarily mean the best, obviously. And that's just what it is. And you can kind of see it where we see it all the time in college football. We're going to see it a lot in college basketball where, yes, there's plenty of unranked teams, but yeah, Cornelius, the Jets. I can't believe I'm saying either 4-2 right now. They've been in some adversity wins and stuff like that. So them going forward, I think they have. I gotta give them the respect that currently they've earned for the most part. Gotta give them the love and respect going forward. So of course, like you're saying, coming up tonight, Bills, Eagles, Chiefs. Anthony Price says Bills, Eagles, Chiefs, Vikings, Jets. Yeah, gotta give the Jets is doing their thing, man. Gotta give them their respect. They're definitely it's like a slow creep up, come up. I didn't see them coming. I didn't see the Colts coming. Um, it is what it is at this point. Chiefs, they're lingering around. Bills. I still think Miami has a possibility to come back. I didn't see the Vikings coming either. Like that definitely wasn't it. They're getting past. I'm starting to believe in the conversation about Justin Jefferson when it comes down to his validity as a top receiver. Um, so you have him. We haven't seen too much happening from Devontae. Like all the things of which you thought, like again, it looks good on paper until you get to having to compete on the field and between those lines, and everything starts to take a major change. Anthony Price, as long as the Jets hold up, the Giants. I got you, CC, and I do. I think there would be my number 6. But again, like we were talking about earlier, the Jets. I mean, the Giants are lacking in. They're basically on life support, and that life support is Saquon Barkley. As soon as Saquon Barkley is stopped, even though it's hard to stop them, as soon as Saquon Barkley gets stopped, then you're going to have issues and it's going to have problems. So that's why I would put the Jets above the Giants, although their records speak different of one game, basically the difference of one game. Bishop, at this point, who would you put? Who would be your top 5 right now?
In the NFL,
Yeah, your power ranking for the top 5. Of course, in both ESPN and NFL, the Eagles is number 2 in both conference in both
that's
rankings.
BS, man. That is BS. That is so BS. I cannot believe that. I don't know how you continue to put the Eagles behind the Bills. That makes no sense to me. But if I had to rank them, I'm putting Eagles, Buffalo, Buffalo, Chiefs, Buffalo, Chiefs. Eagles, Buffalo, Chiefs, Vikings. Chargers.
Chargers. So everyone got a different mindset in it. Of course, Khadij brings up the Giants, like we talked about earlier. The Giants are
Yeah, it
on
is
the
right
life
at the window,
support.
Anthony.
So, but of course, that being said, that's what it is. Buffalo. Cornelius had a good point. He asked Ron and he asked us if Buffalo and Philadelphia was to play right now, who would you select? And that kind of brings up, kind of like solidify why those two are basically 1 and 2 at this point, and with Buffalo getting the edge, because I would go with Buffalo as well. Um, just
Yeah,
more for
I'm going
JV
with.
crew.
I feel you, and I know Buffalo has Von Miller, who's beasting over there in
Definitely a
Buffalo.
difference maker.
Yeah, he's huge. Came through and was getting Patrick the Great twice. I think he sacked him twice this weekend. But I still think I'm still gonna pick my Eagles over the Buffalo Bills, without question.
So, of course, that's our time for today. We greatly appreciate y'all rocking with us this morning. Y'all know what, of course, to catch us every Monday through Friday, 09 to 1100 hours, giving you the best of sports and different perspectives. Little conversation off key here and there. We look forward to rocking with y'all high speeds again tomorrow. Be sure to fall in with us. It's a little cold, so we talk about these wins tomorrow. LA, let's go. Let's go. Let's go ahead and spoil that ring presentation night. Bishop, any last words before you get out here, brother?
No, man, y'all have Tuesday, man. Yeah, y'all have a great Tuesday. Enjoy y'all Tuesday, man. I got one game to call tonight.
Dress warm.
Yeah, it's gonna be a chilly night. I think they say the high today is only gonna be, or at the time in which I'm calling this game, it's gonna be like 65 degrees. So it's gonna be a little bit chilly, man. So yeah, y'all be sure to follow us on all platforms: Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all of that good stuff, man. And tune in Monday through Friday, as my boy said, Trey. And be sure to check out First Formation, man. Again, and mad shouts out to my baby girl, Sydney Jo Marie Davis, for winning New Life Christian Academy
Yeah.
Hybrid Homecoming Princess last night. Thank you
All
for
right.
all the people who supported, gave money, helped with the votes, and getting my daughter the close win. But she came out on top as being the homecoming princess for 2022 for New Life Christian Academy Hybrid. So thank y'all so much for that, man. I can't thank y'all enough for that, man. Other than that, man, y'all enjoy y'all Tuesday. We'll see y'all tomorrow.